All my people, can I get a hello? Hey yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hello Effect Podcast with me, your host Seek, aka Mr. Hello. I just want to let everybody know, I want to thank all my supporters, you know what I mean, for following, subscribing, and liking, you know what I mean? Because without y'all, there's no us, you know what I mean? And this platform was built by the people for the people. So if you're an artist, you know what I mean, that want to be seen and heard, make sure you hit me on the DM or reach me at the Hello Effect Podcast at gmail.com. But without further ado, I'm gonna allow my guest to introduce herself. I'm gonna let her let y'all know what's her name, where she from, and what is it that you do.
Okay. So hey y'all, I'm Karmah Karmzz. I'm straight out of Orange, New Jersey. I'm a rapper, I'm an actress, a model. Just like entertainer. We gonna call it that.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh,
All right. So before we get into, you know what I mean, your talents and stuff like that, I mean, anybody that don't know anything about Jersey or particularly Orange, just explain to them like what's Orange like growing up and stuff like that.
Okay, so Orange is a small town. Back when I was growing up, we only had one high school, so everybody knew each other. No matter what hood you was from, you can be from like the Valley, you can be from the projects, either projects. So it's really a small community, you know. They have summer like league tournaments against each other. After school programs, everybody's together. So it's really a small town.
All right, so did you grow up like with a small family or a big family? You got any brothers and sisters?
Small family. I'm the only child.
Only child?
Yeah.
I was like growing up being an only child.
It's lonely.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, cause I feel like don't take this no disrespect, but I got like family members that's only child, and I feel like they selfish and stingy and stuff like that because that's all they know. They don't like to share. Was that something that you would say that's in you or not?
It's not that. I'm like the opposite. I be wanting to like I fall victim to bad friends all the time. Like I always want to be like, you know, friends or let's go do things. And it's like, yeah, those not I'm looking for siblings.
So was you spoiled growing up though? Because that's another thing. Like I feel like the only child that be spoiled you, like, you know what I mean? Because it's only one kid. Whatever you want, you can get.
Yeah.
So was it like that with you growing up?
Definitely, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I had like every game system. I had computers. I had everything that everyone. Cause like I'm the only like grandchild, like everything. So it's just me. I get all the gifts, even to now to this day.
Oh damn, that's what's up. So let's talk about your talent. So you said you do music. Let's get to the music part first.
Okay.
So when did you first fall in love with music?
So I fell in love with music. I was really young at the time, and I enjoy singing.
Mm-hmm.
So like back in the days, I used to just like record myself on my voicemail, and just to hear myself sing, you know,
play it back and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like and then eventually I worked up the courage to be in a choir. And then the choir was like, shout out to Purpose, shout out to Troy Bell. He's over at Cicely Tyson.
Okay, yeah, I know that song.
Word. So I encouraged myself to try out for that. And then I got into it. Then it's like, you know, I really learned how to sing on key, you know, and things like that. And then he taught us about like performance. Like we're not just standing and singing, we're dancing, we doing everything. So that's what I'm gonna say my love really began then for it.
So Cicely Tyson like a performing arts like school.
Yeah, so like I met Troy Bell at Orange Middle School.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Cicely Tyson though before him.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there I was in that choir too, but I'm not gonna say I was still like 6th grade, you know, 6 through 12 back in the day over there. Well, I think it still is.
Yeah.
But I was at VLD.
I remember VLD. Damn, you taking it back. Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody know about that? That's what's up. So let's talk about like you was a young female. You know what I mean? It's safe to say when you started, I mean, doing anything for like entertainment. So how did your family, did they support you? Like, how did you tell them that you're like, damn, Mom, I like singing, I like dancing, you know what I mean? And do you, could you remember that time?
I just remember just like singing in the car with my mom. And then like my god sister like, Mom, she could sing. And you know, my mom wasn't really like
wasn't pushing you like, yeah, like, nah, you okay.
It was just, you know, go to school, you know.
Yeah.
So definitely now they're a little bit more supportive, seeing like the outcome. But
did that bother you back in the day though? Like if you could remember, like, yo, like damn, my parents, I really want to do this, but It didn't really matter. You continue to
Nah,
do it because
it didn't bother me because, like,
okay.
only child, you always by yourself anyway.
Yeah, that's
So
true. That's true.
it's like you get content with it,
All right, so let's talk about like when you started taking it serious though, like because I felt like once you first booked your first studio session, that's when you really gotta be serious. Like you understand what I'm saying? So you remember a time when you first went to the studio?
Actually, I'm not gonna say this when I really took it serious.
Okay.
I didn't know I was a rapper. Let me say. There was like a community organization that was down in Orange, and then they set up like a studio, and all my friends would go to there at the school. And I was going through something at the time, and then he was like, "Oh, come rap about it." And I'm like, "All right, whatever, I'm gonna come rap. I'm gonna do it." And we're all like 16, 17 at the time. We're all just starting, but everybody had their own role. One person was a producer, right, like it was so crazy. We had a photographer, everybody, but we were so young.
Hold on, what was this though? Was this like some type of like youth program? Like what was
It
the
was
actual?
I feel like it was for the community. It's so
Okay.
long ago, but I feel like it was just a community thing where they had art in one room, and then they had like music production. And they literally just let us do what we wanted. And so they started the group called Soundbox Bandits. And I was a part of that group. I made 2 songs with them.
You remember the songs though? Can we find the songs?
Yeah, the song is there.
It's on YouTube or not?
It's so crazy. It's on this thing called Our Stage.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, this is like that people don't use that anymore. I don't think this is like when music was just getting on the internet.
Okay.
I feel like we were still burning CDs at that time.
Okay, yeah, then that's way back.
Yeah.
Like H&Ds and shit.
Yeah. Right.
So you said they was teaching you like it was people that were doing producing, singing and all that stuff. So what came out of that though? Like
I ain't gonna lie, to this day, I swear to God, that first song I've ever made is so fire, especially at my age. Yeah. That's when Karma came from. Like, you get what I'm saying? I started from there. And like that.
So that's where the name. So that's where your name came from.
Yes.
Somebody gave you that name.
No,
How did that name come about?
That name came about because at the time, like I said, I went there to just vent and get it out or whatever. They told me to rap, and I changed. I don't know, out of nowhere, just changed my philosophy in life. That was like, instead of trying to seek revenge on people all the time and get people back, just be a good person.
Yeah.
And you'll get it back in return. Or, if somebody does something to me, they'll get it back in return. You get what I'm saying? I don't hope for it.
So you the good karma. You ain't the bad.
Yeah, I'm the good karma.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm definitely the good karma.
All right. So let's talk about like when you went to the studio and you did your first song and you played it for somebody. What was their response? Because I understand like you on all of these different programs and stuff like that, and everybody talented, creative. Ain't nobody really gonna give you constructive criticism at the end of the day, because everybody that's dead is trying to have a good time or something. Let's tell about the time that you went to the studio and you played it to whoever it was. Because I'm pretty sure you got one person that you like, damn, hit this, because they're gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
Or you didn't have that person at that time.
No, not at that time. It was just like we did it. We did the track, but then I took it back to school, and it was like I said, it's not.
So that was around school time. So you ain't really.
I was at high school.
Yeah, so you ain't really take that serious. I feel like high school. At high school, it's like I'm trying something out.
Yeah.
People might like it or not, but I feel like once you reach a certain level, it's like, yo, nah, I'm really investing in this shit. I'm for real, for real.
Right. Now, I mean, when I brought it to high school, like, I played it out loud in the hallways and things like that. Everybody heard it. Everybody thought it was fire. Like, wow, you rapping now? Like, it was like, wow, because around that time, I was dancing, and I got out of that. And, that was the next thing for me, was that when I did the music. But, I didn't take it out of high school, though. I just did the 2 tracks, and that was it. For about 10 years.
Oh, okay. So how long would you say you've been doing music like for real actively? Like for
real?
Yeah.
3 years.
3, that's it?
Yeah, this year 4. That's on my EP.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I see you like a lot of places, different events and stuff like that. Is that you doing it or you got a team?
It's me, mostly. I got a lot of people that support me, or that encourage me to go to certain events. But, when I was starting, I was just like, I'm gonna go to all these places. I used to go to the karaoke spot to play my song. You know what I'm saying?
where do you get that drive from? Because be like being an independent artist, it costs a lot. You know what I mean? Just the money and just to get people to support you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna continue to say this. Anybody that's an independent artist, please don't expect your family members or your friends to support you at the end of the day. Because if you're doing that for that, you're gonna fail. Like you know what I mean? At the end of the day, do it because you got passion about it. So, where did you get the drive to continue to push? Like being in them type of circumstances, money and just trying to find support.
Um, I'm gonna say I got the drive. I wanted to try and see. Like I wanted to vent. Basically, that's why I do music is to vent, to tell my story, to talk about my emotions, and it just doesn't just evaporate into the world. Like
Yeah.
you know. So that's why I did it, and that's why I keep going because I don't know. It's just the love and the energy, and it's like knowing that you inspire people at this point. You know, people see me all the time, and they're excited to see me. And then there's people like, oh, want to do this. I'm not gonna say even copying me, not like copying me or anything. They want to do. They want to do a similar sound or something like me. Let me just say it like that.
They pretty much when they express themselves, whatever.
Yeah, express themselves. They just doing what was popular right now. They're not really happy with it. So I keep going because I'm setting the tone.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you said you mentioned you want to tell your story. So what is your story? Like, you know what I mean? If you don't mind me, you ain't got I know everybody has a deeper story, but I mean just keep it digestible, you know what I mean? Like
I just gonna say my story is just being the kid that was overlooked, misunderstood a lot. Like I don't have any siblings, so it's no one that can really relate for real, for real.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, why I'm like this because you didn't know me when I was going through like this when I was 10. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying most of my story is just things that I've been through that I've kept bottled up.
So people could hear it in your music pretty much. So
yeah,
you get your inspiration from your songs through real life like situations and
yes,
stuff like that.
absolutely, yes. Yep.
All right, so how far do you want to take this? Because I understand like you do it like you said because you want to tell your story. You know what I mean? Some people is just they look at success as like I'm comfortable where I'm at. Like how far you want to take it?
I want to see myself to my highest potential. Like, I'm like, I used to be in love with like Beyonce.
Yeah, okay.
I used to do that stuff in high school, like dancing. Like, I want to be like Beyonce. Um, I want to see myself just performing, inspiring, mentoring, where I see my music going, movies, commercials, you know what I mean? That's what I'm really aiming for. But overall, I like performing the most.
Yeah, I can see it. I see you a lot. I see you a lot performing and stuff like that. I mean, so that's what's up because like I said, a lot of indie artists don't get the opportunity to be able to perform, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people be gatekeeping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They have situations, they don't want to tell nobody that like it's gonna affect them and stuff like that.
Right.
All right. So how do you choose the people you want to work with? Like far as like production, like far as like artists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Do it matter? Do you gotta like their music? You know what I mean? Break that down.
Now I feel like you have to have something that matches my energy.
Okay.
Matches my drive, matches my fight, matches everything. It's like, so it's not that I'm putting everything that I've done by myself and I'm just giving it to you. I'm giving
Like it's
you
pretty much it's my song and you have it on and we gotta pretty much collab together to make some
so it's like what you gonna do, if you have it's not even like if you have clout or whatever, we could build on that,
Yeah.
but if you just have to have that, like, the drive too to do it,
So how would you describe your sound though? Like if you could describe it. Me, you know what I mean? What I think, I give you what I think of you. I feel like you're a different artist. Like you're not a rapper. You know what I mean? I feel like you're a rapper singer. I will put you like in like the neo soul, like the Lauryn Hill type of vibe.
Yeah,
like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
but
what you think is you? We talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really listen to like rap growing up. I listened to like Ja Rule and Ashanti. And
okay,
I was Murder Inc.
So that's like pop music type.
Yeah, I grew up to that. Mostly singers, like I said. So I really don't have a name for it, but what I'm related to a lot, and which I do see a lot of similarities, like Left Eye, like you said.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good. I forgot about Left
I
Eye.
get left out all the time. Yeah, like Erica
I
Badu.
feel like you can make like healing type of music. Like you understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like somebody going through something like that, play a
Yes.
song, like pretty much like a floetry type of vibe. Like,
Yes.
you understand what I'm saying?
That's yep, exactly. That's
Would you
what I like.
would you ever like do something if you had the opportunity to collab with them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm healing that. No, I'm kidding. A lot of the music, like, you know, like I said, it's from the soul. And it's like recently with my new EP, I have people dancing. I have people just like in their bag. I got people just, you know, just vibing, driving in the car, you know, just chilling.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like, you know, when you're able to touch people. Like,
Yeah, that's it's always about. That's what hip hop really is about. You know what I mean? Really touching people. So if you had the opportunity to work with anybody, like any producer, who would it be? I'm talking about like your dream collab or whatever.
Okay. I would say other than my producer.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, no, you ain't gonna talk about Holmes, of course.
That's my guy. I don't know if we could ever separate.
I'm saying he probably want to work with somebody too. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody has them dreams
For the dream.
of working with somebody. It's like a dream, like one in the shot.
Dream. It would be like Missy Elliott, Timberland.
Okay. Why is it that though? Like you like that type of
They tracks where you like dancing and it's just going crazy. Like it's very unusual in my opinion. And I feel like that would be a nice lane to be in.
I ain't like you would have had an opportunity because before Timberland was going through all this backlash, I had the opportunity. I think it was like a couple of years ago. I was able to play one of my songs, two of my songs on TikTok Live with Timberland.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean, yeah. So I had the opportunity and stuff like that. But so he did all the other stuff like that people mad about.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Orbit?
The AI joint. They like he had took people. I guess they put submissions and stuff like that.
So that's what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Okay, I was trying to crack the code myself.
Yeah, a lot of people are mad about that situation.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So
that's why.
What's the hardest thing about being an independent artist?
The hardest thing is
don't say money though, because everybody should know that by now. You got to invest in yourself. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be willing to invest in yourself, believe in yourself, because how somebody else gonna believe in yourself if you ain't willing to invest in yourself? It's called the music business. Anybody that owns any type of business, what's the most important thing you do? You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
So
the hardest thing is I don't know if this qualifies, but like I would say that getting people to actually listen to your music.
Okay.
You get like I'll be somewhere and it's like maybe they won't choose me in a competition, or they don't want to play my song because it's different. It's not for the crowd. Yeah. They want somebody with the hype. That their lyrics could be, you know, not good.
I just want to say this before you answer it. That's dying down. You know what I mean, right now. As you can see, I don't know, you know what I mean? Hip hop is changing right now. It's down from like everybody doing the same type of shit. So until you doing what you're doing. But so that's what it is, like getting people to listen and stuff like that, because you're different.
To listen and believe too.
Okay.
That's like my main thing. The hardest thing is get people to listen and understand the concept. Literally, like if you got something different in front of you, look at the whole package. Like I'll come and I'll perform. I'll put on a show. I'll throw a whole set list where there's mixtures of covers. There's everything. I could put on a show, but you know, some people are just like, oh, you know, she's like Lauryn Hill.
That's a great thing. Respectfully, what?
Like, she's like,
yes, I am like Lauryn Hill. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about? Like,
but like they want to turn up the hype music. They think fast rapping is like
don't change. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't change how you are. You know,
I never.
The thing is you. You know what I mean? Everybody should feel comfortable in their skin or whatever. So, was there any time, you know what I mean, that you got discouraged and thought about this completely not doing music anymore? Yeah. Let's tell me one time if you could remember.
Today.
Wow, what happened?
This morning, like I don't know. It just felt like I'm gonna be honest with you. Seeing a lot of the artists, nothing against anybody. Love everybody, respect everyone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But there's, you know, I really go home, I practice, I dream about this, I think about this, I want to perfect myself. Everything I put out is better than the last. And it's like I don't feel like a lot of people are putting in the work, they're just paying the money.
Yeah. You feel like it's favoritism.
Yeah, people
I feel that way too. You
they
know what I
buying
mean?
their way in.
Yeah, yeah, and it's favoritism. Like
Or just to look at it.
certain artists get certain things because who they know. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's how the business is.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't give up on something that you love and you passionate about. Because at the end of the day, what you said, you want to tell your story. So your story got to be heard regardless. Like, you know what I mean? It might your journey might take a little longer than everybody else's. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But like I said before, it's you. You doing what you want to do. You ain't doing something that you don't want to do. Like you don't want to be up there shaking your ass and doing you doing what you like to do and stuff like that. So how do you overcome situations like that? Like to bounce back? Do you talk to somebody? Do you produce it? Be like, yo, nah, hell no. Or he play you something, or do you call somebody a friend? Like, how do you get over that?
It's so crazy to say, but like literally, I don't even say anything. I always got a lot of stuff going on. So like someone gave me a call today about something that we got working on, and then they spoke to me for like a half an hour on the phone, about my influence and about my talent and how to keep going. I never even told him what I was going through, and then now I'm here today, and you're like, you're saying a lot of great things, and it's
Yeah,
I
for
gotta keep
sure.
going.
Nah, because like I said, I'm an artist first. Like you understand what I'm saying? I started this podcast because I felt like I need to give something to artists that I never had, and I feel like they need. Like you understand what I'm saying? And that's motivation. Like you understand what I'm saying? Even if it's just me and my platform support, and I'm letting you know, like, yo, that shit is good because to be honest with you, I'm not the type of person that's gonna rock with somebody if I don't like it myself, and that's no disrespect to nobody. Like you understand what I'm saying? I know everybody like different stuff, but I've been around music for like 30 years since I was a kid and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was around in the golden era, and I understand that music does changes. You know what I mean? But I'm a firm believer of I like people that create art. Like I don't like people that bite, and I feel like this current music, a lot of people is just lazy. Like you understand what I'm saying? They bite, and that don't last. Like you understand what I'm saying? So, and I know it comes times with like, yo, damn, yo, I feel like I ain't getting the support. I put in all this work, I'm doing all this shit, and this person get that. Fuck all that shit. Your time is gonna be your time and stuff like that. So, how do you get motivation? Let's talk about that. Where you get the motivation? Because we already know like sometimes you get discouraged, but where you get the motivation to continue to push?
Like I said, I get go online. Okay. I go literally. It's not even like looking back at things. Like I'll open my Instagram and I'll just have like messages from people, or just sorry, it's gonna be cry.
No,
I'll just have like
go ahead.
I'll just have like messages from people like saying like they so proud of me. People I haven't even spoken to in years.
That's what's up.
People that just they're like, I can't wait to do my first show. Yes, it's like we're gonna be in the same show. Stuff like that. All the time. And it's the fact that like a lot of people, it's not like people just put me in a show and then I'm in a lineup. Not anymore. Like it's literally people are following up with me like, hey, you ready?
Yeah. That's
looking forward to me. So
yeah, so it's pretty much the people to support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially from the people that you don't know, you're stranger. That's why I said before, if you in this to get support from your friends and your family, yo, that shit had never happened. Like I said, I've been around music for like 30 years, and listen, no disrespect to my family. I know y'all love me and stuff like that, but you can't, in a sense, force people to rock with you. They're gonna fuck with you because they fuck with you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If they don't, they don't. Ain't no love lost. But like I said, I came across your page because you've been doing your thing. So obviously you are doing your thing because strangers finding you. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, you doing a lot of shows and a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So you doing something right. Just continue to push or whatever. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say. So let's talk about your future project. What you working on? You got any singles? You know what I mean?
So Barksdale and I are working on a lot of music. Sorry, it's like something right here. Barksdale and I are working on a lot of music. Not really too sure exactly where we're going to go with the direction. Because this EP is still we're not finished. We got unfinished business with
Okay.
TP,
Okay.
you know.
Y'all working though. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
So it's like we still working on promoting and marketing that. And then also, you know, I've been working on features.
Okay. That's what's up.
You know, it's like, you know, just going into different crowds, mixing, mingling. But the main thing just been performing, just going out and
Showing your
actually
face.
physically meeting
Exactly.
people, you know.
That's very important. A lot of people don't understand how, especially at this crucial time when I feel like hip hop is healing. You know, you got to go outside, touch the people. That's why we be outside. You know what I mean? Meeting people, networking and stuff like that. And that's very big for independent artists. I want to say this for any independent artist. You really got to be humble, yo. Like if somebody reach out to you, don't have a big head because at the end of the day, it's for your benefit. You know what I mean? If somebody bring you on a platform, you getting content. It's for you.
Yeah.
Look at that big picture. Like, you know what I mean? So let's talk about this. Why should anybody that don't know you support you?
It's people that don't know me should support me because I'm opening up the door in another lane.
Okay.
Where it's not just me being unique and I'm different. It's saying that you could do whatever you want to do. Cause, you know, it felt like, you know, so many times I felt like the odds was against me because I didn't have the friends and the popularity and everything, but the odds be against me, and I've always overcame them. And you know, now I'm in a lane where it feels like I'm almost by myself. You know,
that's a good thing.
See
but
why? Come see why.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm very good at scouting talent and stuff like that. I actually the last couple of days on Instagram came through like a artist similar to like you and stuff like that neo soul type of vibe and stuff like that. I like that because when it comes to hip hop, it ain't just one lane that I like. You know what I mean? I rock with a little bit of everything, especially that type of because that's like the chill, laid back, it's healing music. You know what I mean? So more to come for there. So before we get up out of here, I want to ask you a few more questions.
Okay.
Let's get into your actress thing. Have you been in any movies or you trying to get into movies? Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so first of all, my life is a movie.
Ooh. Hello?
I just had to say that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of comedian, a little bit.
Nah, that's what's up.
So back in high school, I was in musicals all the time.
Yeah.
And then I was in like web series in college. And right now, I'm in the casting for it's a Misty Blanco like show that's coming out. She's gonna put on BET Plus.
Oh, that's what's up.
Love in the Limelight. So that is reality TV. So you know anybody knows reality TV is not really real.
Now, hope you I'm about to say. I mean, some reality TVs are real, like the Bad Girl Club. I hope you ain't in there fighting that like that.
But like, no, you know, Bad Girl
Club. Oh, they don't got you fighting and nothing like that.
Yeah. If it's on Zeus, I don't know. I mean, it depends what the bag is. I heard the Zeus bag is crazy. But basically, like it's all acting, even with Bad Girls Club, and they. You know, with reality TV, they mess with your psychological.
Yeah, exactly.
They interview you for hours and find out what's your breaking point. Bad Girls Club was a social experiment.
Yeah, that's good.
I went to the audition for that.
That's what's up.
And that done. Yeah.
So we're gonna see you on more movies and stuff like that. West.
Yeah, I want to start with that. Yeah, I've definitely been looking into it.
Oh, wow, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, all right, before we get up out of here, just let the people know your social media handles where they can follow and support you at.
Okay, so you can follow me on all platforms. Karmah Karmzz, KarmahKarmz. All platforms, name doesn't change. Okay.
That's what's up. Once again, I want to thank my special guest, you know what I mean, the good karma, not the bad karma, for coming through, pulling up on the Hella Effect podcast, you know what I mean? And make sure you support her, follow her. Like she said, she's different, but it's a good different, man. Make sure y'all miss this episode. Hello?